everyone. I am so excited to finally share this out with y'all because it's been a while and I mostly want to make up for my last video, the March week 2 plan with me. I recorded from a different location and it just did not come out perfect, but like I said, I still wanted to get it out for you, and I decided to also record this video the same day. And this is my faith bullet journal. And so, as you know, I am a Christian. I am heavily involved with my church. I am starting to get a little bit closer with my journey in God's plan. And so, I cannot believe I just messed that up, but we'll fix it with some stickers. Um, and so, yeah, so this is my faith bullet journal. I love it. It's not perfect. I use a lot of the Coffee Monsters Co. stickers, and so I'll make sure to link that in the bio. But I decided to use kind of the Hobonichi planning layouts and then just put it on a regular bullet journal. And so this is her monthly kits that she sells, and that's what I decided to use as my monthly. So I do have a yearly layout, as you saw in the beginning, and then I had also my Bible layouts, and then on the actual monthlies that I have, or the weekly, I guess, yeah, I say monthly, but the weekly, where you see January, February, March, and you'll see towards the end of the video what I'm talking about. That's where I actually write all of Wednesday, my Wednesday church notes from my pastor, whoever's preaching tonight, and then preaching that night, and then also for Sunday. And so Sundays, we have our Sunday school service and then the actual Sunday worship service. So I use it for both. I'm by no means is this perfect. It just works for me, and I try to not make it perfect because if I know myself, I'm very perfectionist, but I actually allow this bullet journal to just be something that's very flexible, very calm, especially because I do not want to put perfection into this notebook. It's not meant to be perfect, right? I'm taking notes. I'm, taking it in my book bag or my, church bag. And it's always with my Bible or next to my Bible. Sometimes my toddler gets it, sometimes she doesn't. And so I don't want it to be perfect, because then I'm going to stress myself out if I didn't write something in the font or the handwriting that I wanted to use it. And especially because most times when the pastor is preaching, he can be saying things very quickly, and I don't have time to make sure that my handwriting is perfect. I just want to make sure that I write the most important notes down, especially the Bible scriptures, because I go back home and take time to read the Bible when I'm looking over some of those notes. So again, I don't have too much time to write out everything into perfection. And as I said, this just works for me. So find the method that really works for you. This is the reason why I did not want to use a planner for my faith bullet journal, especially because those are already printed out. They look beautiful. And as you see my A5 planner setup, I always want to make sure that it's, organized, it's uniformed, and that's not what this is meant to be. So this has been working amazing. Today's video was just mainly to show you how I plan my monthly setup. and not necessarily the notes that I have on the weekly, but maybe I'll make another video to kind of show you what I write down and how I used to set it up. You'll notice that January and February was more organized, and then I started stressing myself out because it was very hard to write my notes. And so I started turning my bullet journal on the side, and now I'm writing my notes like that in March. So like I said, this is a trial error. I've never done anything like this before. I've always just used like a notebook. So this is the first year that I decided to purchase the Hobonichi planning stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. and then incorporate them with my faith bullet journal. And so I'm jotting down all of the important church activities or services. So this has nothing to do with my family life or work life. This is just faith based. And the only events that I'll actually put on the monthly layout will be very important events that I need to make sure I don't forget, because then I'll have to notify people like, hey, I won't be here this Sunday or things like that, or pray for us. And so I do have a couple of birthdays, and like I mentioned in my March week 2 video, my sister got married and it was on a Sunday, so I knew that we were not going to be here for that Sunday service. And so I wasn't going to be able to give the tides message. So I do jot those important events down, and you'll make sure you'll want to do the same. I think it's important because then people can, one, pray for you, but two, if you're involved with the church, especially in the way that I am, you want to make sure that you notify people that you won't be here. But I also wanted to jot down here some of the important church events that we have going on. So we do have a ladies' night on the 7th. We have a men's night on the 14th, and we have our first youth night on the 19th. And so I added those down there because I also manage the social media for the church. And so, and honestly, that's mostly what I help out with, and it's because that's the kind of experience that I have. And so if you see my other videos, you know that I'm a data analyst. I also have my own IT consulting company, and so this is what I do for a living, and I want to use my skills and expertise to also use it for the benefit of God. And so this is my jam, and this is what I like to do. So I manage the social media campaign for the church, and or the social media for the church. And so adding these events also helps me when I'm trying to maybe advertise a certain event that's coming up, or baptisms that are happening for like Easter weekend. And so that's what I like to do. So it's been working. Honestly, this method has been working. The stickers are easy enough to use, unlike this one that got stuck, so I'm gonna just use another one. But it's fairly easy. And then like I said, it's not perfect, and I write new things on here that helps me be reminded of some of the things going on. So yeah, so this is my March planning, and honestly, I'm a little late on this. I had already started writing my study notes and everything on here, but this is what we have for this month, and I like it. Very pastel colors, and the Lucky Charms for St. Patrick's Day, but it's cute. We'll go with it. I also want to show you really quick how my monthly is set up. I keep saying monthly, but this is the monthly. The weekly is set up. So the weekly has, like I said, all of my notes, and then I just jot down all of the sermon notes that are going on, the Bible scriptures. And so I decided in this video, like, you know what, let me just get a head start on April and work on the April layout. And so you'll see here that I started writing sideways compared to the previous months where I was writing um, forward. And so I was like, all right, you know what? We'll keep it with the sideways because it was just easier to just turn my bullet journal and just start writing instead of having to, wait for the perfection of your handwriting when it was forward. And it was just like a very awkward position. But I decided to work on my April monthly, weekly. Sorry, y'all. I need to get I need to get used to saying that. But I decided to work on the weekly April layout so that I can also have this ready. And then maybe if I decide to, I'll go ahead and also work on the April monthly layout and post it on YouTube if you guys are interested in that. But this is it. I did a little umbrella on the April. I figured that would be cute, especially since April showers bring me flowers. Very simple, and I figured I could kind of go with the theme of that for the month of April. But yeah, what do y'all think? This is, like I said, very simple, not perfect. It's meant to be flexible as you continue this walk with God. So